Milk, we can't guarantee. Cheese is bad, don't disagree. Butter, ew, like high key. Forced to be dairy free.
Howdy folks, welcome back to Force Feed Dairy Free Week 9. So today we have something a little different, and a lot of people wanted it because we got to 50 subscribers. It is
like that, like overnight.
raspberry creme brulee. Yeah, it was
Woohoo!
like, I'm so excited. And this is actually a 2-day dish, so yeah.
An overnight dish at least.
Overnight, yeah.
Yes. We come through with our promises.
Yes,
right?
we do. Yes, we do.
Have my fist out there.
Yep, I saw it.
All right, so we're gonna go over the ingredients that we have for our creme brulee. Like Cameron said, this will take at least overnight, so you want to prepare this in advance. We have a half a cup of sugar, white sugar here, and then I have a cup of creamy, heavy cream. Actually, they were out of heavy cream at both of our stores, so I have half and half. So, and half and half is gonna work. So if you have that, you can, and dairy free, of course. Dairy free, half and half. It was a mixture of an almond milk and coconut milk. Basically, I went with what they had, and I've had it before, it's good. I have a cup or 8 ounces of raspberries here, already washed. I have my salt close by, my eggs close by, and I have my vanilla extract close by. I already have the oven preheated to 325. And I'm going to get back here, I have a pot of water that I'm going to get boiling. Cameron?
Yes.
I think that's big enough.
Yeah, not chubby.
We'll find out if we're not, right?
Yes, sir.
So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my skillet warm.
2 minutes later. Okay, so Dad, go along with the raspberries.
Go along with.
Oh, it smells good.
The raspberries smell good?
Yeah.
All right. You want stirring duty?
Yeah.
All right, you have stirring duty.
Oh my gosh, Dad.
No!
Way to go!
Darn apron. Or darn me. I better watch this real quick. It's even finished. It's in it.
Gosh dang it.
That's a bummer. All right, so we're gonna stir that. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. Okay, get that to a medium heat, and we're gonna stir that till we get the raspberries broken down while Cameron is doing that. I'm gonna go ahead and crack 5 eggs, and I'm gonna separate the whites. So I'm only gonna use the yolks from the egg. Does that sound reasonable to you?
Yes. And guys, if you notice my beautiful strokes when I stir, I normally don't go in circles because that's not professional. So yeah, I'm just like this.
Are you joking me?
Kind of just fold it, you know? Yeah.
Okay. All right, you just keep being you.
Yeah.
You know I'm not supposed to touch my face. I can hardly keep from touching my face. So I'm going to have 5 eggs. I'm going to separate the yolks. I won't assume that everyone knows how to separate the yolks, so I'm just going to cut these in half, flip back and forth. You know how to do this, Cameron?
Yeah, I
You
done.
did?
Yeah, I've done it before.
You do?
Can I try it?
You do as good as this?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. Watch me. Go. Stir. I'm going now.
Come on. What?
Yeah, go. I'm doing
No,
this.
I got this. You got
Okay,
that.
I want the last one.
You can do that next year.
No, I'm going to do the last one.
Huh?
I'm doing the last one. I'm doing the 5th one.
You're going to do the 5th one?
Yeah.
Well, you probably do better than me. I just totally
You
didn't.
just want the whites, right?
No, I don't want the whites. I'm separating the whites. I just want the yolk.
Oh.
See, I thought you said you knew what you were doing.
I do. I just didn't know what you were putting in. She's so complicated, guys. Like, you know? Yeah. That's all I got.
That's all you have?
Yeah, yeah.
These are teeny little eggs.
Yeah, they are.
What's up with that? These must have been teeny little chickens.
Your face. Ah.
You know, I had my own funny comment.
Is that your 4th one?
That was, what?
Is that your 4th one?
See, you're gonna make me lose track. That's my 3rd one. This is my 4th one.
The raspberries are looking good, guys.
Okay, how are you looking over there?
They're looking pretty good.
Yeah, and over here, so I'm just saving these whites in case your mom wants to have some egg whites here for a snack.
My turn. My turn.
All right, last one.
Stir this.
Do it. Hold on, I'm gonna wash my hands. Just wash your hands after you work the eggs.
Guys, I can't mess this up.
You're not burning my raspberries, are you? You better not mess it up.
You know, I'm scared.
I'm gonna turn that down. So that was going pretty good. I definitely don't want to burn the raspberries. That would be icky. How you doing? Oh my goodness. While I'm cooking that down, and Cameron's making a fool of herself, I'm going to put a pinch of salt. Literally a pinch. Don't need much. Set that to the side. Continue stirring.
Okay, guys, I have the yolk. It is all ready.
You get separated?
Yeah, I did.
Alright.
Let's just say I am the queen of eggness.
Of eggness?
Eggness, yes. Dad.
Well, I didn't say anything.
Yes, you shook your
You're
head.
stirring.
I'm not gonna say that. Welcome to our kitchen.
Alright. I don't think people are
I
here to
literally
interrupt
said
me.
not to stir that like that. Like,
What?
you sound.
I look unprofessional.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, whatever. Okay, so you can keep stirring. Now that it's cooked down quite a bit, I'm going to go ahead and add my cream,
When you add
which is my half and half.
When you add liquids, you can go in a circle because it's much easier and it's already pureed.
Are you just making up things as you go?
No. I have a thinking process.
Okay, so I washed that out because I am going to use this bowl to whisk together my eggs and my sugar. I like to save bowls if I can. I don't like to wash more than I have to. How's that for thinking, Cameron?
Great. And I recommend this dish because last time we had this raspberry creme brulee, I ate like 3.
Yeah.
Like I was stealing everyone, so
Yeah.
they were gone.
It is good. What I like about it is as close to a dairy dessert as you can have, you know, with the substitutes. Granted,
Yeah.
we didn't come up with the dairy-free substitutes that make it possible,
Yeah.
but it tastes like the real deal.
Yeah.
And it's just so tasty and sweet. So I'm going to stir together this egg and sugar until it's a cream. Can you try to keep it in the
Anyway, I'm scraping the bottom as I go too, just to make sure I have all the raspberries like mixed in. So you can do that occasionally.
All right, so we're going to stir that until the milk, the dairy-free milk, gets warm, and then we'll go on to, I don't know, what is it, third step?
Yes.
All right.
All right. Okay, guys. So the dairy-free milk mixture is pretty hot. Not gonna lie.
It's warm, yeah, not boiling, cooked on low heat, right? What have you noticed about it as we cooked it?
It was getting a little more pink. Right now it's like a light pink, and it used to be white. So yeah, all the raspberries are soaking in.
Yeah, it's a nice pretty color. If you don't like the crunchy parts of your raspberry, then you can put this through a sieve before you do the next step and get some of the seeds from the raspberries out. I personally kind of like the crunch in the creme brulee myself.
Yeah.
So now that we have it all warm, I'm going to add, don't get too crazy there, partner. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. All right, stir it all in. Got it stirred? And you can see my creamy mixture here. Very nice. Kind of tasty looking itself. I'm going to take, I guess I should have got a smaller one.
Yeah.
And look, I just made a mess when I told you not to.
Yeah, that's fine, guys. This can be messy right now. It's pretty easy to clean up.
Yeah.
Just clean up.
Taking about half a cup or so of the mixture. I'm going to stir that in with my egg mixture. I had turned off the heat there already.
You do not want to start a fire.
Nope.
To be bad.
I'm going to pour that in, Cameron, if you don't mind. Make sure we have all that egg mixture. We just want to make sure and get all these ingredients evenly dispersed.
That's a big word.
Huh?
That's a big word.
It was 2 separate words, and one with 3 syllables and one with 2. So not that big of a word.
Wow.
Sorry to
You're all
show you
smart
up.
on me.
I promise that she is smart, folks. All right.
I got my smartness from my dad.
So to make this easy to pour, excuse me,
Okay.
we're gonna remove this over here. I'm gonna pour it back into my measuring cup, into the sink in case I have any spillage. But of course I won't,
Yeah.
because that's how I roll. Right, Cameron?
Yeah. Rock and roll.
All right, man, we are messy cooks today.
Yeah, but you know it's okay. Like we will get through it, Dad.
All right. So we have that nice and mixed evenly, and I'm going to pour these evenly into my Cameron, help me out.
What do you need?
Ramekin.
You're
Jeez.
gonna pour them into your ramekins, and yeah.
Evenly pour.
Looking good, looking good, looking good, looking good, looking good.
I'm gonna make these. That one's a little higher. Top them off.
And
Perfection is the enemy of good enough.
I'd say we were able to fill them up a little more than halfway on all of them.
That's where I made a mistake. Got greedy. All right.
Don't get greedy.
Ooh, man. Taste a little bit of that. It tastes good. The half and half gives a different flavor than the heavy cream. But it's a good flavor still.
Yes.
That's what I love about cooking. You can do things differently, and they don't necessarily taste the same, but they all taste good. That's what's fun about it, the adventure of it. So I have my boiling water here. I'm going to pour this into my casserole dish, and I'm going to pour it about halfway up on my ramekins.
Ooh, snazzy.
A little over halfway. And now I'm going to place it in my oven that was preheated to 325 degrees.
3,
Trying not to spill everywhere, which, believe it or not, is fairly hard.
Bon appetit.
Place that in the center, and I'm going to cook that for 40 minutes. All right, the timer went off. This is cooked 40 minutes. Wow, this looks good, Cameron. This really darkened up. Had that nice, pretty dark red color now. Come get close, and you can see it just got to where it was getting just a little bit hard in there, but not too much done. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to take each of these out of the water, and I'm going to let these cool, and then after they cool, I'm going to place them in my refrigerator downstairs overnight, and then we can have them. So just let them cool at least 8 hours. You can let them cool longer than that. They'll last a couple days. I just cover up with saran wrap. I'll put them back in this dish after I get the water out. Cover with saran wrap, and then tomorrow we'll come back and we will use the torch to get our nice crisp sugar topping. The creme brulee sat in the refrigerator overnight, so it's ready to put the sugar on. For this, I'm going to have my white sugar, and I also have a butane torch. And you can also broil it in the oven if you don't have a torch. Broil it for about 4 minutes in the center rack until you get the nice brown sugar on top, if you can see that. But the torch works really nice. I find with the broiler sometimes it leaves kind of a film on your ramekin that's hard to get off. So I'm going to get a heaping tablespoon of sugar. I've already done 4 of them. I'm going to do the last one, and I'm going to evenly distribute the white sugar over the top. One thing you might notice, the color Cameron said right away I pulled it out, and she goes, Jonathan, or Dad, it's not, she didn't say Jonathan, she said Dad. She goes, it's not really that pink anymore, it's kind of a brown film. Well, we use fresh fruit, so trust me, the taste is good. The inside is gonna look great. The top was kind of a grayish brown from using that fresh raspberry. So I evenly distributed the white sugar, and I'm gonna get my butane torch. And this takes about a minute. I'm gonna get it about 4 to 5 inches away from my surface and slowly go around and melt the sugar until I don't see the white anymore and it starts to brown. And this is really cool, this is pretty fun. Actually, this is a lot of fun. For those that don't have a butane torch, I highly recommend it. They cost about $15, and this one I think was like $15. And it's gonna work fine. I did have to order my fuel separately, which just costs a couple dollars, or you can buy it at any grocery store. Get that. So you can see it's okay if it gets dark brown. You can see the smoke and the fire. Man, this is exciting. So you can see as hot as this is, you definitely don't want to eat it right away. I'm gonna get these edges here also, because I want to have that good film of sugar, that crispiness, and then the custard underneath will still be nice and cool and sweet and tasty. Voila. So this one's a sugary spoon. We're gonna do a little, Jake, you can hold the camera. Hand it off to Jake.
Hi, everybody.
All right, so the first bite goes to Miss Dairy Free here. You can see the nice crispy, the set in. Nice pink.
Mmm.
Good.
Very good. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I post a video. Bye, guys.
Bye.